All right, fellas. This is our chance to break out of Normandy. Won't be easy.
We finally have a World War II inspired Call of Duty.
Finally, yes.
Finally. The fans have been asking for it for a long time.
Yeah.
And you were so far ahead in the future. How was it like to change everyone's mentality and like come back to this setting?
I mean, it was exciting actually. You know, after we finished Advanced Warfare, we started working on this game. So, you know, we kind of already knew that we wanted to go back to the roots. We wanted to get back to the core essence of what makes Call of Duty great. And we're very proud of Advanced Warfare. We're proud of what other studios have done to push Call of Duty forward in the future. But I think for us, it was important to come back to the core roots. And then what happened was, at the same time, the community started saying the same thing. So it was almost like this beautiful moment when we were doing the same thing. The community and the development team were doing the same thing, and I can't wait for the game to come out because everyone's been like talking about it and talking to us. I'm excited. Proud of the team too.
So cool. And we had a chance to play it a bit right now.
Nice.
So I just got completely destroyed, absolutely destroyed. I think the game's a lot harder. I don't know if it's if it's just me, but the learning curve seems like much harder now.
Well, I did see some pro players playing with you guys too, so you may have had. Yeah.
Agora eu entendi. Agora eu saquei.
Is that? Okay.
I think they're practicing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit better now.
They're wearing jerseys, so I'm pretty sure they were pro players.
Okay. And since we're going back to basics now, like soldiers on foot, and we're like jumping on space and stuff like that, and all the exoskeletons, things like that. And how does it feel to be back, and which changes had to be made, like maps and stuff like that?
Well, definitely maps. I think for multiplayer specifically, maps change a little bit. You know, we have to make sure that like the maps fit the combat on the ground, because now it's just boots on the ground, you know. And then we also have to look at a lot of other gameplay moments. So like, it just can't be, okay, back to the boots on the ground and that's it. We have to also innovate and give the players new abilities to play with their soldiers, right? So that's where divisions come in, right? Now we have a system called divisions, where depending on what division you pick, it's going to change your gameplay style. So that's a big part of the gameplay mechanics. And then we also went a step further with headquarters. I don't know if you know about headquarters, but it's going to be a social space where you can be with 48 other people, with your friends. All right, you ready? Okay, vamos. And then you go fight, right? So it's kind of fun to see the games, you know, have a new feature like this.
It's very cool. And this sounds something a little bit inspired maybe by Destiny, that has a hub like that.
Well, you know, we were actually inspired by World of Warcraft, believe it or not. You know, I don't know if you remember the cities in World of Warcraft, and you would. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. So you remember what it felt like when you were like going to pick up your mail, and then you get ready for the battle, and you're like, hey, I'm over here, and then you, okay, ready? Look for, okay, let's go. So we're gonna have that, and I think, you know, it's not just for the sake of having it, but it's like we wanted to, you know, social collaboration is big right now, right, in our world. You know, Facebook, Twitter, and everyone's connected. So we wanted to bring that into Call of Duty, and it's actually a perfect example of how the world came together during World War II, right? Once they landed in Normandy Beach, all the countries got together there and pushed into Europe. So I don't know, it's kind of a great gameplay mechanic and new features that you'll get to see. It's gonna be kind of cool to see. I could just imagine maybe a YouTuber from Jobe Energy walking by, and then all the fans following him, you know, or something like that. That's gonna be kind of cool.
How do you guys decide which locations and like battles and like person, like weapons and stuff like that? Because World War II is a very well-known fight, you know, it's a very well-known war.
It's a good question. So we actually work with Marty Morgan. He's our military historian. He's an amazing guy. He if you talk to him about World War II or any subject of that matter, it's like an encyclopedia. He doesn't even have to open a book. He just tells you like, oh, that battle happened there and this happened, and it's amazing. So we're so blessed to have him as part of the team. And the other part of the thing that I would tell you is we also wanted to, you know, look at some of the big battles, like landing in Normandy, which was very important for the Allies, but also, the Battle of the Bulge, where the guys were freezing below zero, and, also other moments in history of the war, like, for example, the women French fighters. I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was women French resistance. A lot of research, talking to Marty, he told us, hey, there was actually women that were fighting in the French resistance, and they made some really big things. So that kind of stuff, we love to put that in the game, because maybe someone that's playing the game had no idea, kind of like me, So exactly, yeah, so it's great. I remember when I was growing up and I first started in this industry, Call of Duty was my first game that I started on, and it made me open up more about World War II. So after playing the game or watching a movie, I would go and learn more about it. And we kind of want this game to do that for the new generation of people.
Wer sind die Juden?
Lose the tags. Lose them. They're after Jews.
Can you talk a bit about the modes, the way we can play Call of Duty this time?
Yeah, absolutely. So brand new mode called War Mode. I don't know if you guys are playing it here, but it's really good. You should check it out. So it's basically two factions, the Axis versus the Allies, and there's a series of objectives that you have to get.
That's the one we played.
Yeah, War Mode. So that one you have to be really good with your teammate.
That one I got destroyed.
That one's all about teamwork, right? So we wanted to really play up the brotherhood and playing with your team. You can still play team deathmatch and be, KD, but War Mode is great. We have headquarters, obviously. Campaign is doing a lot of really good new things, like, the whole health system has been changed, working with your squad, and then of course Nazi zombies, which is crazy. Like, it's some crazy stuff in there.
Zombie mode is always a lot of fun. So
yeah, this one is gonna be a little bit more scary. Like the team has been putting a lot of scares in there. Like I was so busy, I was traveling, and I came back to an update. So I was playing and I got scared. So I'm like, okay, we might be pushing the bar. It's gonna be good.
The Call of Duty franchise is over 15 years old now, so it's like, yeah.
I feel old now.
Yeah, don't we all? How do you think it can still maintain the same level of success?
Well, first of all, I think it's the fans, the público, right? Nos fãs brasileiros. First of, like, without the fans, we would not be here. Like, in fact, Call of Duty wouldn't be here, right, if it wasn't for the fans. So, I don't know. I think we're blessed to have the fans to support us every single year. But also, I think it's great for the teams. So we have Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and my team, Sledgehammer. And we all have to make the best game that we've ever made. Every year they go through that, right? So we have 3 years to make a game. Next game, it's going to be the same level of attention and detail. I think because of that, we can continue to have this success. And those two things combined, right? We always want to make the best game possible, and the fans. If either of those two things go away, that's not good. So thankfully, and we're blessed to have that experience, right?
And você pode deixar uma mensagem para os fãs brasileiros? Arranhar o português?
Eu posso tentar, yeah. Aqui a câmera. Ok. Oi, gente, muito obrigado por terem-me aqui em Brasil. Estou muito contente, muito ótimo vocês venham jogar aqui Call of Duty. Obrigado por seu suporte e por ser os melhores fãs de todo mundo. Vá Brasil.
Thank you so much.
Obrigado.
We thought we knew what war would be like. But nothing prepared us for this.